Really proud of our team. I thought that they did a great job getting stops towards the end. We knew that Houston was going to come out with a lot of energy because they always do. Coach Huey knows how to get them going. When you are down and you have a motivational coach like him, you know that they are going to fight from tip to buzzer. So this win is a big one, especially being at home and what it means for our program to get to 5 wins at this point of conference play. So led, of course, by Jill and Tanea, which is becoming a common theme that I'm excited about. So yeah, we just are excited to have an off day tomorrow and get an opportunity to prepare for the next one.
Coach, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but just kind of the chemistry between Hilton and Hayes sharing the ball. I mean, this is the 3rd time this season that they've each had 20 or more points in a game. Just kind of talk about the chemistry between the two of them.
Yeah, it's really special to have your point guard, and we'll just go with post player, that have that connectivity during the game. I think it speaks volume for their commitment to winning. They're friends off the floor, but I think that even if they weren't, they would still figure out how to be besties on the floor, because winning and coming out on top is the most important thing to both of them. It makes it a little easier to coach for sure when you have them both. And I know Jill is just happy to have another offensive threat out there. And I think that Tanea is equally as happy to play with her.
So as we've mentioned, Jill had a double-double, 21 points and a career-high 18 rebounds. Coach, how important was her presence on the floor tonight, especially with Allianz out?
Oh, absolutely. 18 rebounds is a lot.
I wanted 20.
Oh, okay. Well, do better.
My bad.
Okay.
I got you.
No, I think that we talked a lot about not having Allianz, which is huge for us in offensive rebounding, and this team knew that they would have to step up. I told them that Allianz during shoot-around, I said, I'm going to miss you out there today. And Allianz said, it's okay. I trust my team. And I said, oh, okay. Well, and strangely, that made me feel better. I don't really know why she trusts them. There must be some conversations that they have down there on the post end that I'm not privy to. But she knew what she was talking about, and they came out, and I thought that rebounding was something that they made sure we didn't miss by not having her.
A little bit of a two-parter here. Jill, just touch again on your career night. Career high in rebounds and points. You had a lot of points tonight as well. And also just the crowd tonight. You know, student section was pretty loud tonight, and just there's been a lot of chatter on the success of this team this season on social media. You guys are going on the road for a game, 3 big games at home after that. Just talk about how big that is to have that home court advantage.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, being here for so long, I've been able to see the crowds fluctuate from COVID and not allowing anyone to be here to you know, where it is now. And it's just awesome to have a student section, to have, you know, people coming out, especially little kids, you know, when we see them after the games and they're asking for our, you know, autographs and stuff, and just being that role model for them. So just honestly to see the growth, women's basketball as a whole, but also here at UC has been huge, and something I'm very proud of, and all of us take a lot of pride in playing in front of a crowd that big and having all those people come out.
Your bench scored 19 points tonight. How critical was that depth in securing the win?
Well, it was huge because unexpectedly, you know, Chloe gets in foul trouble, you know, which is what you're going to get from a freshman. You're going to have a little bit of a roller coaster, and I don't know that we're able to beat Arizona State without her. And then we come into this game, and she doesn't play as much. I won't say she didn't play well, but she just didn't play as much. And here comes Abby Holtman, you know, who in 17 minutes, goes 3 for 3 and makes free throws and doesn't get one turnover. You know, and I think that that's a huge thing in our bench in general that comes off, and they just work really hard. That group practices together a lot, so when we see them out there on the floor, they have a lot more chemistry than people may assume, just because that group spends so much time executing offensively and defensively in practice.
Coach Delaney Snyder, first career start tonight. Just how big was she tonight, just given those almost 15 minutes, 5 boards, 5 points? She made some really good free throws down the stretch as well. Just speak to that a little bit, please.
You know, Delaney has been playing pretty well the last 2 games. She just plays limited minutes. You know, and so now she had an opportunity to play a few more, and fortunately, she showed up and played just as well as she had been playing when she just had 5 or 6 minutes. I think she understood the importance of her role tonight with us not having Allianz, and we talked in practice and film, and we told her, you don't have a choice but to be good, because at this point, there's no one left. You know, if you get in foul trouble, now Jill has to play the 5, and now we have people playing out of position, and she made eye contact, nodded her head, and then we got this really good 15 minutes today.
Coach, can you also talk about just the support tonight from the crowd and how important that was, and then just as you guys go on the road and come back home for the next 3 home games, what that does for the team?
What I love about our crowd at UC is that there's always the old faithfuls, and they are the ones that stay after the game and talk and hug, and you always take the time to talk to them because they've always shown up. You know, a couple from even when I played, believe it or not, it wasn't that long ago. And then we have the people that come and say, this is our first time here, we love it, we're coming back. And it's not just watching us play, it's the in-game experience. Everyone talks about how fun our games are to attend, and we think that that's really cool to hear, even though that's not our experience, obviously. It's cool to hear other people do. Tonight being Greek night and having a student section, my sorority sisters came out, and that was fun too, to take some pictures. And there's also them saying, oh, I didn't know your team was that good. Oh, I didn't know such and such was that good. You know, come back. And we think that they will. So yeah, a student section for us is always nice. We go to other places in their student sections, and they're not just cheering for their team, but they're cheering against you. And it was nice to hear a couple of things that were actually not going against us tonight. So we hope the student section continues to come out. We think that could be really important for us and some momentum here in the last stretch. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.